What's up, y'all? Man, I've been thinking about stuff. I ain't gonna lie, man. Time's been kind of hard the past few years. You know, everything's been expensive. The housing market, groceries, gas. Everything, man. I don't know. It just seems like I've been down on my luck. The last couple years, man. I had a lot of, I had a freak accident injury on my off day, and it just ruined my, man. I tore my whole knee, man. Like if I'd have been a football player, it would have been a career-ending injury. And I was changing a flat tire, man. I literally was squatted down and reached around to get a four-way, and when I turned back around, my knee stayed on the side of my leg, and I looked down at it, and I was fixing to puke, man, because it was freaking me out, and all of a sudden that knee, it goes pop, pop, and I just fell out in the driveway. Ended up having to have surgery and stuff in March, and I lost my job at the city, and then I lost all of my yards. I had about 50, 60 yards at the time, and I lost all of them because I had surgery in March. I had just come home from the hospital, hadn't been home a week recovering, and people were calling, "Hey man, can you cut my yard?" But anyway, I asked them if they could wait on me, and a lot of them, they just wouldn't do it. They was like, "Nah man, we got to have somebody now." And so anyway, then kept having some bad things happen, and even up until recently. But then the other night, man, I got to thinking, man, I'm 44, and I'm blessed, man, because everything that they've sent at me, the devil, whatever, everything that's been sent at me to break me, it ain't, man, listen, I started doing time when I was 16 years old. I was the only one of my friends in high school that had to spend the summer in jail, in the juvenile jail for DUI. I ended up, and then got older, did jail time, ended up in prison. Man, all kind of stuff. I've had all kind of stuff come at me, and ain't nothing, so it just tells you, like, you got to keep going, man. Like, there's so many times I want to give up, just like, I feel like it's too much on me, or, why is all this bad stuff keep happening to me and stuff, but, and then I, like I said, I thought about it, and I thought, man, I'm standing here, I shouldn't even be standing here, and here I stand. So it makes me want to be more grateful for what I got. Like I got a little girl, a little daughter, man, that I love so much, and my dad's still alive. A lot of times I just forget about the things that I got to be. I got a roof over my head. It ain't where I want to live, and it ain't where I was supposed to live. But it's where I live. Life happens, man. Like you got, it's so crazy. You got things planned out. Like you see how it's gonna go, but then it don't go that way. It just like I was only gonna live here for 3 or 4 months till I found something better. I've been here 5, 6 years now. Like it is what it is. My ship's gonna come in though, man. I get up and I go and I cut what grass I got, and I wish I still had the 50 and 60 yards, because there was some weeks I would make some good money, man, and but just got to keep going, man. I let things get me down too much, and I just got to remember that I got too much to be thankful for. Like there's a lot of folks that ain't got no, they out in this heat right now, got to sleep in it tonight, or they don't know if they gonna eat tonight, So I know I'm just blessed, man, and like I said, I have to remind myself sometimes that that like this just didn't start happening. Like I've been going through bad stuff my whole life, and I made it through all of it, you know. So that just told me you got to keep going, man. You can't let nobody or nothing get you down. You just got to keep going. Life's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I promise you. And when it does, you just gotta. I'm still learning, man. Life ain't about what happens to you. Life's about how you react to it, and that's one of my downfalls is I act on my emotions a lot, and that's something I got to work on. And I admit it, I work on it daily. I ride down the road on my way to work, talking to myself, Cliff, you got to today. You got you can't be cussing at these folks in traffic, man. Like we ain't gonna do that today. Hour later, man, get up, you know. And then I have to tell myself, no, Cliff, we ain't gonna do that today, you know. And it's a daily thing, man. I have to work on myself daily, man, for real. To be a good dad, because if not, like not having custody of my child, if I get into certain grooves, then when I get her, you know, I'm that person. So I've learned that I gotta kind of, you know, be that person that I'm gonna be when I'm with her, when I'm without her. And so I ain't really, you know, inspirational stuff ain't really my thing. I can do it if I need to, you know, but yeah, I just wanted to share that, man. And anybody that's having bad luck, man, listen, I swear, I feel you. I feel your pain. I know, man. Y'all wouldn't even believe some of the stuff that happens to me. And I ask myself all the time, like, why, man? Why is this happening? And I don't ever get an answer, so you just gotta, as bad as it, you know, it is, you just gotta go on with it. So, but like I said, I'm learning. I admit it. I know my faults. I know my flaws. I know what I got to work on, and I admit it. You know, like I got anger issues sometimes. You know, and then you know, overthinking. I overthink things sometimes, man. Anxiety, golly, man. I got anxiety so bad from living in a survival mode for so long, man. And then the drugs too, the hard drugs, the survival mode and the hard drugs. You live that way for 20 years, and then you come off of them drugs. You off the drugs, but you're still in survival mode. Like you ain't, you know what I mean? Like it take, you have to break yourself from that mentally. Like it don't just happen. Like you've got to talk to yourself and tell yourself, you know, like, you know, don't do that. That's part of that old thinking, you know. And but anyway, I just kind of popped on here telling stories and stuff about, you know, my past, and so I was just trying to give y'all a little insight into who I am and you know, what I'm trying to do. I'd like to one day, you know, get into something to talk to youth, man, like especially teenage children, teenage boys and stuff, man, girls too, you know, and let them know that, man, all that drinking and stuff and partying, yeah, it's fun. It's fun in high school, but when everybody else goes off to college and you still in your hometown and you still getting high and all that, and then you start getting arrested, and then you start going to jail, and then after jail comes prison, you know, like, I mean, it's serious. It's serious, and these kids need to know, man, because I'm going to tell you, when I was running around doing drugs, anything that was out there, you could buy it and do it, and you was not going to die. Seriously. They wasn't no fake Xanaxes. They wasn't no, none of that, man. Nowadays, these kids, they so much, everything's laced with fentanyl out there. You see it all the time. People overdosing. You know, you'll see a teenager took one Xanax pill in their life, and it happens to be a fake one that's laced with fentanyl, and they die. And that worries me to death about my child, man, you know, because it's natural that kids are going to try stuff. I mean, that's just the way it is, you know. And that worries me so much, man. And but I'd love if it'd be nice to talk to them, be a living example, show, let them know, hey, this is what I seen in prison. Like it ain't no joke. You gonna see men get raped. You gonna see men get stabbed up, and you gonna see them get beat completely senseless to the point where you're like, man, y'all done stop. You know what I mean? Like y'all done beat the man half dead. Like, I mean, it's all like I would just like to share my experience with them, and maybe it would touch one of them and put one of them, change their direction or something, get them going on a different path, man. But if anybody out there has got any kids, man, that you're going through some problems with or whatever, man, I'd be glad to talk to them and let them know, hey, the end game is not fun. I'm gonna tell you, the end game is either prison or death. You know what I mean? It ain't but two ways you can go when you're in the dope game and stuff. You either gonna end up in jail, or you're gonna die, or you're gonna end up in jail and get killed in there. Like that happens too. So, but anyway, this Cliff, man, I'm gonna get on off here and get ready for work tomorrow. Y'all be good. And thank y'all for the likes and the shares and the subscribers, man. I appreciate all y'all. All right.